Claude Frollo was not a man of the people. He came from a family that the age sometimes called upper bourgeoisie, sometimes petty nobility. Heir to a fief, a lord claiming seigneurial rights, his name appeared in the church registers as one of Paris's notables. From childhood he had been vowed to the church. Latin was his cradle, the missal and the lexicon his playthings. He learned to lower his eyes and to speak softly. Sad, serious, and diligent, he avoided student buffoonery. On the contrary, he attended the schools of Rue Saint-Jean-de-Beauvais, pressed against a pillar, quill in his mouth, scribbling in the cold. He was the foremost auditor of the lectures on law and theology. His passion was learning. From theology to the Decretum, from Capitularies to Gratian, from Gregory's collections to Honorius's epistles, he devoured laws and canons as others devour sacred narratives. Then he threw himself into medicine, the liberal arts, and the classical languages. In 18 years he had gone through all 4 faculties. Life seemed to him to have but one aim: knowledge. The plague of the summer of 1466 was both his abyss and his light. It took his parents. He found, at home and alone, a little baby brother crying in his cradle. The student, until then shut up in scholarship, took life into his own hands. Orphaned at 19, eldest and head of the household, he was overcome by a new compassion, a domestic love that transformed him. Little Jahan became his whole world. He entrusted him to a wet nurse at the fief of the mill, where the miller's wife had a fine child, and he raised him with care and plans for the future. He resolved to devote his life to that brother. His clerical vocation became a vow, no other bride but Jahan's happiness. Having been ordained a priest by dispensation of the Holy See, and made chaplain of Notre-Dame, he devoted himself to his books and austerities. The people, who do not always distinguish learning from witchcraft, buzzed with talk of his reputation. It was then, on Quasimodo Sunday, as he was returning from the Mass of the Lazy, that he heard the clamor around the basket of foundlings. Startled, he discovered a hideous creature, abandoned at the point of death. The sight of his brother, the fear that he too might one day be rejected, awakened in him a great compassion. He untied the sack. The child, hunchbacked, one-eyed, twisted but alive, struck his heart. Claude vowed to save him. He baptized him Quasimodo, a Sunday name, a name of the imperfect, a name that suited that poor, almost being.